We're gonna hear from our someone who I know everybody knows because we see him all the time in the big screen, right? So now he's gonna talk to us all the atomy vision, all his experience in atomy, and we're gonna learn from him. Please welcome Scott Kampen, Diamond Master. Okay, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, it came as a surprise to me. My wife and I, we went out to dinner and we were sitting there having dinner. And I got a phone call from Osu Kwan, and she asked me if I could. This was like a month ago, right? I think it was, right? And she asked me if I would do the vision speech. And I got really nervous because I'm really good at teaching the compensation plan. I'm really good at maybe talking to people about other aspects of Atomy. And I've listened to many vision speeches over the years, just some that were so inspirational. Vision speeches that you just felt their heart and soul in their vision speech, and they really motivate you. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I've never given my vision speech before. So I've been working on this a little bit, and my vision speech is a little different than you've probably seen other vision speeches, but you know what? It's my vision speech. And each and every one of us has our own vision speech, our own goals, our own reasons for joining Atomy, our own desires, the things that we want to accomplish, the challenges that we faced in our history and our past that brought us to this day. And so, my friends, I hope over the next 30 minutes or so that my vision speech is something that relates to each of you and the challenges that we all face every day in this business. I hope that it inspires you and helps you grow and learn your Atomy business. So with that, I'm going to share my screen. And we're going to go into my scrapbook and we're going to go take a look. Oh, look at all these things I've got up on my screen here. We don't want all that. Now I got to move all that. I thought I was ready. Oh my goodness gracious. Where is it? Let me see. Can you see my scrapbook now?
Yes.
You see that. All right, my friends, this right here is my vision story. This is a lifetime of lessons from the school of hard knocks. And I am going to figure out why. Oh, we got to click on it. Here we go. When I was a baby, I was full of hope and inspiration. The world was looking up. I was 1 year old and things were really looking up. I had my bow tie on and I was ready for success. But then my parents got divorced when I was 5 years old, and the hard times of the 1970s were just beginning. My self-confidence started to fade and I didn't know what to do as a young teenager. The 1970s were a really hard time for my mom, myself, and my sisters. We were on welfare and living way below the poverty line. We had nothing but each other. Things improved somewhat in the 1980s, but with both parents divorced and with no real parenting, I was a misguided teenager, not knowing where to go or what to do with my life. Getting jobs in the 1980s was tough. And so I struggled for the next few years, working odd construction jobs or assembly lines in factories. However, I learned a valuable lesson working in one particular factory. There were 10 of us working the assembly line, but one day the assembly line broke down. 9 people went out back to have a smoke break while I stayed in and swept the floors, prepared the boxes, made sure that the assembly line was ready to go for the next production run. It wasn't my job to do that, but it needed to be done. After 2 weeks, those 9 people got fired and I was hired full-time and promoted to assembly line supervisor. I was shocked. When I asked why I got the job, the factory manager said to me, because you were willing to do what others were not willing to do. Do what others won't do. That for me was lesson number 1. So with a full head of hair, on my birthday, my 21st birthday, I kissed my mom and my grandmother goodbye, and I packed my bags and I started hitchhiking around the country. I was looking for something else in life. I didn't know what it was. I hitchhiked around the country, and there I was going around the country, and I finally ended up in Washington State from Minnesota. Leaving Minnesota at the age of 21, leaving my family and my friends behind, was the hardest decision I ever made. But it was the best decision I could make for my life at that time. Albert Einstein once said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. To this day, many of my old friends and family members are still doing the same thing they were doing back in the 80s. Many of them are still struggling and wondering why they never succeeded in life. Make hard decisions and stick to them. That was lesson number 2 for me. Within a year after arriving in Washington State, I soon landed a job as a salesperson for a computer school. It was the summer of 1991, and I didn't even know what a computer was. But during the next 2 years, I became the #1 salesperson out of 80 salespeople from around 10 schools located in 3 states, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho. I stood out in the rain, the sun, and the snow and talked to everyone I met. But I wanted more. So for the next 2 years, I drove to Seattle on Saturdays and Sundays to study 8 hours a day, each day, to take a course in adult education. I was the first person in the state of Washington to complete the new course and earn a Mastery of Vocational Education from Western Washington University. Soon afterward, in 1998, I landed a new job in a telecommunications company. Again, I knew nothing about computers. When asked by my boss why I got hired, he said, "Because you are teachable. Remain teachable." That was lesson number 3 for me. A short time later, I met the love of my life and her 2 sons. We have been a family ever since. Do you know who that guy is? That's our MC for Good Morning Atomy, my son, Marcus Lee. Well, for the past 22 years, I've been stuck in a job, living paycheck to paycheck. Over the years, we tried different businesses. We had rental houses, but they were a lot of work, and sometimes we didn't get the best tenants. We even had our own coffee shop for a few years, but we got up at 4 a.m., opened at 6 a.m., and closed our doors at 9 p.m. each day, 6 days a week. On the Lord's Day, Sunday, the day of rest, we spent that day shopping for all of our inventory that would last us throughout the week. We made a lot of money, but we had 0 time for ourselves. We looked into franchises, but the startup costs were enormous. We didn't have the upfront money, and it would have meant quitting my stable day job to start our own business. The average cost today in America to start a business, just talking about a small business, is about $65,000. Even when faced with a good opportunity, I still turned it away. In 2011, I had an opportunity to buy Bitcoin for less than $20 per coin. But I said to my friend, no, that's not for me. Today, each coin is worth over $30,000. At the time, I had $2,000 to invest, but I chose not to. That investment today would be worth $3 million, an opportunity lost. In 2013, some friends came to our house to share an opportunity. They said it was a Korean company and that it had something to do with products and point values and downlines. Immediately, I thought pyramid scheme, knocking on doors and selling things. So I said, no way, please leave my house. And so we continued to live paycheck to paycheck. I felt bad because my wife had worked as well, and she deserved better. Another opportunity lost. So I thought. 5 years later, in 2018, my wife secretly signed up for that Korean company. I started noticing more and more products around the house. At first, I told her, okay, honey, that Atomy thing is all yours. You can do it, but I don't want anything to do with it. Then in the summer of 2019, my son, Marcus, said to me, hey, Dad, Mom is getting promoted. Do you want to go to the ceremony in Seattle to see her get her award? And I was like, promoted for what? And he said, promoted to sales master in Atomy. So reluctantly, I agreed to go to the success seminar. And there we were at the success seminar with about 500 people in the audience. And while I was there, I started looking around the room and I noticed it wasn't just a Korean company. There were people from all over the world. There were men, women, young people, old people, Black people, white people, people from Mexico, people from the Philippines, people from Korea, all over the world. And I realized then that this was a global company. We were also there with those people that came to our house 5 years earlier, who I rudely told to leave my house. Thankfully, they're still our friends. And today, my wife and I are Diamond Masters, and we have our very own center, the Lacey Absolute Center, where we meet with our teams on a weekly basis, and we teach them the Atomy business and Atomy products. Don't overlook a great opportunity. That, for me, was lesson number 4. Your success is supported by 3 beliefs. A belief in yourself, how you see yourself, and what you do plays a huge role in your future success. Believing equals receiving, right? Remember this, if it's gonna be, it's up to me. The second thing, a belief in the company that you work for. Do you believe in Atomy? Do you believe in the products, the compensation plan? Atomy has absolute quality products at absolute low prices. Its vision for your success is the #1 mission at the heart of Atomy's corporate culture. So be proud to be part of Atomy and go tell the world. The third thing that you need to believe in is a belief in the industry. We are in a network marketing company, and the network marketing industry is huge. Our world is changing. Jobs today might not be the same tomorrow. However, network marketing as an industry is a better way to build long-term residual income and financial stability compared to working a 9-to-5 job. So how do we believe in ourselves? Well, here's a few things we can do. We can master a new skill. You know, before the pandemic happened, before we were all on lockdown and home, a lot of us didn't even know how to use Zoom, or maybe even a computer for that matter. But we learned, and now we have a new skill in our tool belt. Or You can list your accomplishments. Make sure to write down all of your accomplishments. You know, success just isn't becoming an imperial master. Success is getting your first person to sign up, your first commission, your first mastership, all of the things along the way. Or celebrate the small stuff. How about that? Make sure that you're celebrating with your members. You're celebrating their first person that they sign up, their first commission, maybe their first purchase. Celebrate those things with people and start enjoying the process that we're in. You start doing that, you'll boost your self-confidence, you'll boost your team self-confidence, and then you'll be on fire. You need to believe in the company. This is that second thing. You know, our company motto is cherish the spirit. We cherish the spirit of every human person. We don't look at people as a means to an end. We're not in it for signing people up just for the sake of signing people up, but we truly embrace their success, their visions, their goals, and we want to help people succeed. Creating a vision. This is very important for us. I want every one of you to take a look at that picture right there. I have named that mountain way up ahead on the road, Imperial Mountain. We see it there. It's in the distance. It's way far away, miles away. Imperial Mountain's there. But you know what else I see in this picture? I see a road that has painted lines in the middle all the way down. And each and every one of those little painted lines is a goal that we have to reach. Maybe that first painted line is our first purchase that we make, or the first person we sign up, or maybe our first commission. And then we move on to the next painted line and the next one and the next one. And eventually the path leads us to Imperial Mountain. And then we follow the faith. You know, when your faith is leading, your feet will follow. We need to start changing our minds from negative thinking of I can't succeed, I won't succeed, to, you know, I'm going to do this. This is what I've been called to do. I am destined to succeed. I'm going to become a sales master in October. I'm going to get my first commission next month. We set our sight on those things and we change our mind, and things start happening around us. Doors of opportunity open up and our feet follow towards that direction of reaching that goal. And then the final thing here is our serving in humility. You know, Martin Luther King said it best. Everyone can be great because anyone can serve. I have seen this time and time again, my friends, in Atomy, serving in humility. I've seen a lot of people that have reached mastership levels way above mine, and I'm thinking, wow, I can't wait to be there one day. But time and time again, I've seen those people remain humble. They remained in a state of servitude. They help people, they share the vision, they help people reach their goals. It's all about serving people, helping people out. You can be great because you can serve. The third thing is believing in the industry. You know, network marketing for a lot of people is really scary. When we think about it, you think, oh, I got to talk to people. Oh my goodness. But network marketing is a low cost entry, low risk opportunity for people who want to start their own business and take more control of their financial destiny. It's an industry of sharing products or services with other people and encouraging them to do the same. So you can proudly say, I am in a network marketing company called Atomy. We have absolute best products at the absolute lowest prices. Would you like to see my product brochure? Eric Worre said this: network marketing is the process of bringing people together to work on a common goal and then expand the productivity of those people to help them succeed. Now, there's three things I want to share with you from this statement. One, it's about bringing people together, building relationships with people. Network marketing is about building relationships, building trust, building honesty, and building integrity with people. Just building that relationship, that friendship with them. It's about a common goal. There needs to be goals. You need to have goals for yourself, and you have to have goals for your team, so that we all have something in common to work on and work towards, whether that's helping someone earn their first commission or helping someone reach sales master or their next level of mastership. And then it's all about other people's success, not yours. Remember that. I had an epiphany one time when I was thinking about the mastership levels. And I realized that when my wife became an when she became a sales master, at that moment in time, it was all about her success, about proving to herself that she can do this, right? 2.5 million on her left, 2.5 million on her right. She was proving to herself that she could do this. But then when we challenged to become Diamond Master, I realized that it's not about my success becoming a Diamond Master. My mind now has to change from my success to the success of other people. I have to help two people in my left and two people in my right become sales master. It is ultimately my role and responsibility now as a Diamond Master or higher to help people succeed. And if I'm not helping other people succeed, then I'm going to fail. But if I help people succeed and focus on their success, my success is guaranteed. Jim Rohn, I want you guys to write his name down, and I want you to go look him up on YouTube after this meeting. Jim Rohn was a network marketing professional. I met him in 1996 at a conference up in Seattle, and I got to speak with him for a little bit. Very inspirational man. He was a professional network marketing pro, and he said network marketing is the big wave of the future. It's taking the place of franchising, which now requires too much capital for the average person. And this gentleman right here, Bill Gates, one of the smartest men in the world, he said, if I would be given a chance to start all over again, I would choose network marketing, because he knows that he doesn't have all the answers, but he knows that if he brings people together and they all have different skills, they can move mountains. They can figure complex solutions. And then this gentleman right here, Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Many of you probably heard of this man. He said the richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for jobs. And we all know what a job stands for: just over broke. Have you ever been in this scenario where you got your paycheck and then a few days later, you didn't have any money left? There's always too much month at the end of the money, right? And this gentleman here, Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, he said, never depend on a single income source. Make investment to create a second source. Now, this became evident over the last few years because of this. We were all impacted by the coronavirus, by the lockdown. Many people who had a single income source, a job, found themselves without a job, or they found themselves with their hours reduced, right? This is what Warren Buffett was talking about. Always be prepared with a second income source. Network marketing allows us to work full-time on our day jobs while we're working part-time on our fortune. I want you to think about that for a moment. We don't have to give up our day jobs in order to do Atomy. We work it in our spare time. We keep building it up, keep building it up. That's our fortune. It's our long-term residual income. And eventually, We get to the point with our part-time fortune that it is making as much money or more than our full-time job, and then we have a decision to make. Well, here's some things you could do to keep your business growing even during hard times. Number one, be the voice of hope and encouragement to other people. Call an old friend just to say hi. You know, it's part of our 8 core following up. Follow up with your old friends just to say hi. People, they were stuck at home during the pandemic. We couldn't go see them, but we could sure pick up the phone, give them a call. The other thing you can do is video chat with your downline members and friends. Engage with them. Make sure that they know that you care. And then learn how to use new tools for communicating. You know, when the pandemic hit and we were all stuck at home, I was like, okay, well, that's the end of this business. I don't know what to do now. But what I did was I went to Instant Messenger on Facebook. And I thought to myself, well, India is going to be opening up in 2020. I thought, well, I'm going to start messaging people in India and just see if they're interested in this opportunity. And I would send them a message. Hi, my name's Scott Kampen, and I'm at the time I was a sales master. I'm a sales master with Atomy, blah, 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 you know, and I would send them messages. And I did that time and time again. And people would say, no, not interested, or they would ignore me, or they would block me. 169 times I sent that message. And one night I laid down in bed, and before I shut the light off, I thought, you know, I'm going to send some more messages out. And I thought, well, I'm going to send one more message to another person in India. I sent the message. Hi, I'm Scott Kampen, and I'm a sales master, blah, blah, blah. I wrote the whole thing out. And within a few minutes, I got a response back, and that person signed up. They were like, yes, I want to do that. Thank you. Thank you for reaching out to me. And so I jumped out of bed. It was almost midnight at that time. I jumped out of bed, booted up the beast of burden, you know, my computer, and I signed him up. And then I started working with that person. That person today from 2020 is now on his way to becoming a sales master. He's been getting commissions. It completely revolutionized his life. His downline now is full of people from India, people from Bangladesh, all over the world. And I almost gave up because I was getting frustrated, but I sent that message. I kept sending the message. Learn the company compensation plan. This for me was really critical because people want to know how they're going to make money. How do I make money from Atomy? How do I do it? You don't have to know all the details, but at least know enough so that you can speak with boldness, speak with confidence, and to be able to share that with other people. And then watch Atomy videos. Send the links to your members and your friends and your family so that they can watch it too. And then learn a new language. All right, here's where it came in, that conversation we were having earlier. You know, after all, we are a global business. You don't think you can learn a new language? Watch this. I want everyone to put your fist in the air and repeat after me. Aja, aja, aja. Or how about this? Ciao, ciao, ciao. Or D, D, D. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Go, go, go. Or Tarano, Tarana, Tarana. How about that? We just learned how to say aja in multiple languages. You can do it, my friends. Google Translate is my friend. My entire family is now involved in Atomy. Each of us now use the products every day. And to steal a phrase from another Atomian, salesmaster LV Gonzalez, we have atomized our house. It's all about changing the products. I call that riding the bus. I want you to ride the bus. Actually, what I want is for you to visualize yourself as the bus driver, and it's your job to drive around and fill that bus up. Well, what does riding the bus mean? It means that we are going to buy the products. We buy the products for ourselves. And then we use the products for ourselves. We become a consumer. and then we share the products with others. If you practice that every day, you will be successful. We need to become consumers and then share the products with other people. With Atomy and your business, it doesn't matter what your educational background is, just remain teachable. It doesn't matter what your age or your skill set is, you can do this. It only matters what your attitude is. If it's going to be, it's up to me. And then fill your thoughts with positive visions of your future. See yourself as an Imperial Master. The Imperial Masters we have today, they were in the same situation we were in before, right? And so no stinking thinking, my friends. That's it. We're going to fill our minds with positive thinking. At Atomy, we are in the business of changing people's lives, teaching them the tools they need for a hand up, not a handout. I want you to take a look at this mountain goat right here. What do you think's impressive about this mountain goat? Well, let me zoom out a little bit because this is the real picture. That mountain goat was making a big leap. And it wasn't the fact that this mountain goat is about to take a massive leap that, if done wrong, could alter the rest of its life. It's not the fact that he even had enough faith or courage to do so. He's not looking down, wondering if he's going to fall to his death. And he's not looking behind him, regretting the decision he made, wondering what would happen if he took a different route to his final destination. His focus is on one thing only, the other side, his goal. That's it. Laser precision is what he's got right there. He's not looking down, not looking behind him. He's looking at his goal. And that's the same thing that we need to do with the goals that we set for our lives and our destiny. Laser precision. Don't sway from it. Don't get distracted. Don't let people talk you out of it. They're your goals, not theirs. So, my friends, I want you to proclaim this every day. I will pursue my dreams with passion. They are mine, not yours. You will either see me at the top of the mountain or laying dead along the path, trying to get there. My friends, there's Imperial Mountain right there. Your first purchase, your first downline member, your first commission, your first sales master, your mastership, all the way there. You can do this. It's a process, my friends. Success just isn't getting to Imperial Master. Success is about the journey. It's about the things that we do along the way, the people that we develop relationships with, the teams that we build, the fun that we have watching people's lives change. My lessons learned, my friends: do what others are not willing to do. Make hard decisions and stick to it. Don't get swayed. Remain teachable. You know, one of the things that really impressed me, do you know what our leader, our founder, the chairman, Hong-Gil Park, did during the pandemic? He earned his PhD. He continues at his age to learn, to grow, to develop, to learn new things, because it makes him a better person. Don't ever give up learning. Learning doesn't stop at high school, my friends. It learns every day. We learn every day. We got to keep doing it. And then don't overlook a great opportunity. If you are a non-member right now, you know, you're there, you're invited to this meeting by a friend, or you're invited to watch this video later on. Don't pass up the opportunity to become a member of Atomy and start using the absolute quality products and look into the business opportunity. Atomy has given us all the tools we need to be successful. We must take action to make that a reality. We've only just begun our journey. There's an entire world of people out there waiting to hear from us, waiting for the opportunity. Hold your head up high, be proud Atomians, and get out there and spread the good news of Atomy to the world. And that, my friends, is my vision story. Thank you for the opportunity to let me share that with you. See you at the top.
Wow, wow, wow. It's super. Wow.
That was different, right? I
I'm-
hope it was
I'm
okay.
speechless.
I hope it was okay.
It is more than okay. More than okay.
It's
Okay,
great.
so thank you very
It's
much.
it's already over. Oh my goodness. I was just so focused in Scott. Oh,
I
it's
know
just
because
amazing.
you're so amazed and suddenly
Yes.
gone.
Oh, thank you.
Okay,
Oh.
so everybody give one more applause for Diamond Master Scott Kampen. Okay,
Amazing.
thank you.